wondering if you could just tell me why you thought the Angolan beards may have been worn.
I think it's a flag. I think it's an outward sign that this woman's going through a rite of passage. I think it's something that, like, you see the hen parties going through towns and they're all kind of tied up with balloons and horns and flashing lights and sashes. It's like, look at me, and it's sort of slightly humiliating and ridiculous and funny, and it draws attention to your new state or the passage you're about to go through. I think it's about that.
Do you feel slightly humiliated?
It's not quite a humiliation, but it's drawing attention to myself, which is slightly exciting. It heightens a sense of my presence here. And I think if that's added to a new sense of state, so being newly married or passing, like the rituals of adolescence that you see in some societies, that, there are specific rituals that you do to heighten your sense of transition. So I can imagine that this sort of very obvious disguise, it's not a disguise, it's like, it's a changing, it's altering your persona, isn't it? It's making something that you can't possibly forget or be unaware of. So it's making you feel very self-conscious. And I think it would add to the excitement of your new state.
No, pero no quieren mujeres.
No, pero ustedes están no puedo cuidarlo.
Sí, no, pues que freír una sí. Yo sí.
Why would you do that? Even if it was just a way of women making fun of men, or putting men in there, because it's kind of funny. It's funny to wear a fake beard, obviously. So even if you were just taking the piss out of all the men you're about to, I don't know. Depends on how long they wore them for, or if you got around to wear fake beards and sort of make fun of men pontificating, or if men get to hang around and not do very much, so in order to do the same as women, you also get your fake beard and sit around and have a beer or around the fire and have a chat.
When I've watched those women going through town with all of the flashing lights and the stupid outfits and ears and things, I thought it looked ridiculous, and I felt embarrassed about being, not embarrassed about being a woman, but yeah, there is embarrassment in association, and I think that the growth in that behaviour indicates that we have a need for this in our society, that actually we need to mark these passages, and this is a way we're doing it.
I like your beard.
Thank you.
Did you grow it yourself? Your top beard.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Did you make it yourself?
No, it's someone else's. They made it for me.
I like your beard.
Thank you.
Hey, stylist.
Thanks. Yeah, half day on Friday because I'm doing this thing. I'm quite
The next station is Victoria. Doors will open on...
Yeah, I felt it sort of transformed me a bit. I felt it was really easy to fall into a certain type of behaviour and posturing. Yes, I think I moved like a man in the other beard, and I felt more, well, it felt perfectly natural actually. Perhaps you've got more empathy with what it is to be a man and everything, and to perhaps do more manly chores.
Do you think it would be good for men to wear something of a female?
Well, yes, I do, yeah. It's most definitely. Why shouldn't they have to empathise with women? If women have to empathise with men, don't you think so? Mm-hmm. I think women should definitely... what would women choose for men to wear, though? Well, I think they'd have to make them very decorative. In a way that's restrictive to their movements. So,
corset.
Yes, maybe a corset, that's a good idea. But most definitely decorative and restrictive. That's what they should feel.
So maybe as well for the wife to feel a bit more comfortable.
In what
so
way?
She didn't have to feel like she had to put on a pretense of being this beautiful, angelic woman. She could just be a bit more relaxed in front of him in a way. So yeah, maybe it's not actually to make the man feel more relaxed, maybe it's actually the woman to feel more relaxed.
To make her feel more herself?
More herself, maybe, yeah.
Actually, I think you've got a thing there, because when you're wearing the beads, you do feel less constricted by your appearance. So I think maybe you've got a bit of an idea there, possible idea there. I would agree. That you certainly feel more relaxed in terms of the way you're looking.
Yeah.
I still shave, and I still feel like that's my personal choice. But I have this fantastic friend that tells me it isn't, and it's a construction in society, and that actually we have the power to be the change. And it's, if you look at sort of propaganda in the female idea of beauty, they have no hair on their legs, no hair on their armpits, and therefore we aspire to be that. And for her, it's not about anything other than changing this construct. And she thinks if we had those same beautiful women and they had hair on their legs, then future generations wouldn't bother to shave. And she's totally right.
Two birds with one stone.
Thank you. And we've got the cultural reading extra. To find out about what's going to happen to us. Thank you.
Yeah, look at these trying.
Okay, get ready.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're a superstar.
Oh, you look so nice.
Ah!
I think for me, it really focuses in on that idea of community and rites of passage. I come from a very entrenched cultural background, being Arab and also being African. So there are certain things that you're expected to do, and rites of passages, for instance, before you get married, the way you're taken care of as a bride. So for me, it's that whole idea of where does gender and identity, and especially in a modern day where you are a person who comes from a multifaceted community, you still have rites of passages, and how do they still work in the modern world? And some people don't reject them. Some people are accepting of them. I always think that there's no such thing as balance. I think that there's this myth that there's going to be balance and that there's a struggle, and I think that even as a female, what is the balance? Some days I feel quite masculine and feel quite unattractive, and sometimes I feel very feminine and very sexual, and I feel all those layers, but there's never a balance where I feel all of it together. I think that people are so into creating a box and putting people into that box to make them feel that they belong to something, and really realistically you'll always have one foot in one door and one in another. And I mean, even if you came from a culture where you're told you're this and this and this, you're still balancing something. But I always think that that's put onto women who come from ethnic backgrounds. How do you feel about balancing all these different things? I'm being a female.
And I have this very long beard, and I'm having great thoughts about these people. You'll see. Because my beard has made me very special. And I'm much more superior now because I've got this beard. And I'm not sure that my husband, I think I might...
Do you want to keep the green slides?
My husband can't control me now because I've got this more important beard, you see. He's slightly in awe of the fact that I've got this wonderful beard.
I started to think about really why the Angolan women might have worn the beard, and perhaps it made them appreciate running around the countryside and performing the roles that the men of the community might do, like perhaps hunting, whereas women might have been more gatherers generally. So the beard just helped them get into the character.
That's why I was wondering about the society. What was the society like when they had this ritual? Because in some countries, like in India, men and women, they were not supposed to be together. They never had met before they got married. and men, they just live in their own company of men all the time, and women were just like with women. So maybe they were never in contact. Once they, after their childhood, when they have grown up, they are not in contact at all. So it might be a very strange thing for them. Maybe they are fearful or something. It might be kind of a disguise for a woman. So if she wants to like roam around, no one knows she's a woman or whatever. But yeah, but it's a very obvious.
Yeah.
You will know this is fake. But maybe it was like they were curious about like how men are like, because they never got a chance to interact with them.
A bit like the circus, just out in the street.
Like it's the kids especially who are like, look at that.
Yeah, because like adult people are not
Yeah,
allowed
don't
to like,
say.
They're not allowed to say,
They're not allowed
that's a
to
fairly
point.
unnatural beard that lady's wearing.
Hard working. Hard working. Oh. Ah. Hard working man. I ain't nothing but a hard working man for my baby. She might not be the best looking woman I ever did